Hello and welcome to the Courtcast. Kate, do you remember the case that happened a while ago? About the boy was accused of killing his father.
Sure, remember that was a whole month in the journal.
Well, today we're gonna interview the original jurors about the case.
So just a quick reminder about our sponsor for today. Thank you, Coke, for sponsoring our podcast.
Oh, Kate,
So, Megan, do you know what we'll be doing today?
of course I know. We'll be interviewing the original jurors, juror 3, juror 10, and juror 8 about how the case was happening in the New York.
So today you'll share their thoughts and opinions about the case. So let's welcome our first tutor, Juror 3.
Hi. So, juror 3, I've been very curious. What do you think about the verdict?
So I don't think the verdict was very useful because, in my opinion, obviously the boy was guilty and he always had a difficult relationship with his father. He spent a good amount of his time in the orphanage, and I think he don't have the mother image in slash. So I don't think uh, the parenting was very useful.
So, you say that he didn't have a mother. You think there's a problem of his education?
Yeah, so I have always believed that the presence of a mother has always been very important to the character formation of everyone. So the mother who creates, and while the father works always for the family, the role of the mother is to create a human being for the world. So I think do not having the mother figure it's very important, and I think that he doesn't having his mother can affect his human being. Sure, role model as a model is a very important. Is very important. So we know that in the start of the case that we discussed, correct me if I'm wrong, there was 11 people that voted guilty and one that voted not guilty. So what was the process involved in process that made you change your minds? Like what happened? So I think that many jurors are parents, and I believe that the feelings and the thinking of he was a child made they change their mind because this juror 8 always insisted that he was a child. I think that many of my colleagues feel compassion for the boy because he was a child. Yeah. Do you agree with the reasoning? I do not agree with the sentence for the simple fact that the boy had perfect condition to attack his father. He already was an old man, and there was no way to defend himself since the boy was in perfect physical shape, being able to kill his father, and the poor lord could not be defended. Wow, that's hell of an opinion. What and about the knife? What do you think? We know that it was a very unusual knife, right? Yeah. So I never saw one knife like that before, which just proved my senses that the kid was guilty. Well, I didn't see until the juror 8 showed up with the same exact type of knife. Yeah, that's a good opinion. So I know that you changed your vote from non guilty for non guilty. So what do you think? Yeah, so I think that main thing made me change my mind. I believe that the change I changed very well because I still believe that the boy was guilty. Maybe I changed because I remember my son. Maybe I changed it because I had all my arguments refuted. Maybe I changed it because I felt sorry for the boy. I guess we never know. At least I guess we never know what I make decisions.
Oh, you understand your point. So, thank you for coming and answering your questions. Thank you. That's a good conversation. So, um, I think you don't forget drink a coke. The next the next oh, the next quiz is the Jurate. Hi Jurate. Have you been a high cat? Hello Jurate. So I think you know why you're here, right? What do you think about the marriage?
So it was a very difficult marriage, And it's just because the kid had the same knife doesn't mean he couldn't kill his father. So as we know, his father is basically the kid's only living family, and he didn't have contact with anyone else. The boy's parents had him early, and they were kicked out of the parents' homes. So I believe the grandparents wouldn't mind putting him in the orphanage. So the father was the only living family. I highly doubt the family had doubt he would kill his father. At the least, he deserved a vote of confidence, which was my college were unwilling to give.
We saw the decisions change, right? Um, were you the one who compiled them?
Look, I don't think it was just me, of course, and I convinced them to rethink the case, but I didn't think that they decided to give the boy a second chance, and on his own, right? And I presented some facts, and they thought, have anything they leave the family of giving a second chance to the murder not doing right?
And you think he's capable of killing his father?
He's just a boy. I don't think he's capable of killing a man, especially like his father.
So I think you agree with the verdict, right?
Yeah, I agree. I hated the idea of sending a child to the electric chair.
And the monologue was a really different knife. I never seen one like that. You see?
Look, I had never seen a knife like that. That one was a piece of the evidence that were against the boy. But when I paid attention to the knife, I realized that it was made of the chest material, the kind that are sold in the convenience stores or maker in markets. So I figured the kids wouldn't have an extremely valuable knife on his hand. So I walked around his neighborhood and find the same exactly knife being sold for $6, and there was a bunch of them. So the knife wasn't hard, just different.
That's a good point.
So I think we finished here. Thank you for coming and remember, bring the cool. Um, now will be
Thank you, Jury. That was very nice for you to come. Vivian was being a good chat, but we will need a break.
yeah.
Thank you.
We go back, guys. So I said they will be quiet. In the next block we are with Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hi, guys.
So what?
So, what do you think about the verdict? Were you satisfied?
No, I was satisfied with the verdict. Obviously, the boy was killed and he was the one who killed his father. As you know, the boy was born in not good conditions, and all the kids who are born in this condition and who have been exposed to violence since they were little become notorious and they can kill whoever they want.
So, why did you change your vote?
I changed because I realized that it had reasonable doubts as to the definite guilt, and if it had this reasonable doubt, I cannot vote guilty.
I understand, but you can try to prove your point, right?
So I can confirm that from my personal opinions. Like I believe in among them all my life, and you can believe a word they say. I mean, they are born liars.
I understand, but so the moderator, it's a different, it's a really different moderator. What do you think? It's just one C or one like that?
No, I never saw anyone like that.
Don't you think that the view that you have about boys is a little bit stereotyped? Yeah, they're really a high rate of children surrounding the world of crimes that live in the slums. But that doesn't mean that the boy is the same thing, don't you think?
I don't think so. All the people I've been listening with who came from there have become criminals. I don't see any different from this kid. I mean, he would be no different from his influence.
Um, you say that you never see a knife like that. So what do you think about it?
So this is another thing I believe that could prove the kid's fault. Uh, it was a very different night. It was a very different night, not like those kitchen knives that everyone has or that you can find in any Walmart. It's an extremely different night. Like I never saw anyone like that.
But you're rate from one, right?
Yes, but I think you're could like to prove this point.
So, um, well, tell us that the jury you just tell us that Jordan is a liar. Like, and that would be a accusation of more so on a live show.
Yeah, maybe.
That's very and that's an interesting point. So I think we finish here. Thank you, Jordan, and you who are listening and who are listening your podcast, don't leave there because now will have the most intense talk. Right? Kat?
You're right, Vivian. Now we'll talk to the three tutors together.
Um, this will be interesting.
Definitely. But at first of all, unfortunately, tutor three had to leave because yeah, need to do early because he has some personal problems.
No,
Yeah,
it's tomorrow. So you've been just left the through Aiden through again. Let's just see you again. Let's see again, Dream.
Hello, guys.
Um, okay. It's a free interview, and now we would like to interview and compare on each of your interview response results. Okay. So
yeah. As you know, we answered the same questions for everyone, but we got very different answers. So yeah, we're just gonna comment about them.
so okay, let's start. Um, the first questions we asking from your German is about what do you think about the verdict. Jury tell us that he agree with the verdict. He like it. I think it's a good verdict. As him how they causing the death of a possible innocent Jew. What do you think about your verdict first? About jury.
Pauline, my thoughts. Yes, maybe the children was guilty, but I think it's a bit search for all for them not to think about the case and make decision in 5 minutes. And they would probably end a life that had a very vegan and that had a high chance of being sent. That was it turned out to be. So when he started to discuss the case, questions arose that could not be answered, which led me to believe even more the child was innocent.
You always make the mistake. Like dessert culture with probably when it's a new crime boss.
And who agreed to not?
That child with the word of correct has weapons, has competence. Almost he got rid of his father. His father was a problem, he got rid of this.
I agree.
So you assume it that just because he lives in the slums, he's a murderer?
Yes. Who said this?
German has keep count. Okay, let's keep track. So
So let's go to the next point. The murder reference is very different, but what do you think about it?
This is different, but doesn't hair. Doesn't hair. I thought it was exactly $8 in the neighborhood.
I never see anyone like that. It's extremely different.
Are you calling me a liar? Man, you're getting on my nerves. Calm down.
German, calm. Okay, calm. It's just a good conversation. Let's be calm. Thank you. Let's continue. Jordan, comment on one of the things that made him change his mind was his love raised by the gates. You think there was essential to save the boy's life?
Yeah, I think like me, many of my colleagues changed their minds due to the doubles led by the case. Like even if I believe that the boy is guilty and I believe that I represent my college when it's saying this, we cannot condemn someone to death when we're not sure if he's guilty or not.
For the first time, I agree with you.
I believe I can say from my colleague too that we also agree. And at the end of this wonderful interview, I can help but ask, where is the exciting verdict?
Yeah, I was such pie. As I said, we can decide that the children's life in 5 minutes discussion, and I believe he's not guilty. And I'm glad that he's given a second chance to redeem his mistakes.
Interesting. Thank you for giving us a little of your time and coming here to answer your question. It was a very interesting interview to conduct, and I believe that our New York is grateful for having entered the mind of the jurors responsible for the verdict of the case. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, please rate, review, and subscribe to our following podcast and Apple, Spotify, or whatever you listen to this podcast.
I'm Kat.
I'm Vivian, and
This is the Courtcast.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the Cosmic Cast. I'm your host, Marina Biggs, and this is our guest, Luna Luz.
hello.
She's a lawyer, so that's why I chose a very special topic because I know she likes books. So I chose the classic Twelve Angry Men,
Yes.
and we're going to be talking about the trial and everything, the verdict, and how was it, our opinions about it.
So, 12 Angry Men is a very special book for me Because it showed a lot how much of prejudice and how much of like the American system doesn't work when it comes to deciding on people's life, decisions. And yeah,
Yeah. I think like the the book itself is like it's only a day, and it's a conversation between 12 men, and they're talking about a trial about a boy who killed his father. He's like a young boy, 18, 16 years old, and there's a lot of like proofs to against him, and all of the jurors they voted guilty, and only one juror like stand
stand
up,
up for him.
yeah, and
Yeah.
voted not guilty.
Yeah,
And the arguments about those jurors were like some of them they just wanted to like get out of it, and another of them they just thought the boy was guilty because of
history.
yeah his background and everything. Like juror one, he thought he didn't like had any like prejudice views. He just wanted to get over the case. He thought
Yeah.
the proofs against him was correct.
Yeah. And through the book, we can see there was a lot of like opinions, people like personality are really different stuff. But you can see that Judah 8 is standing up for him all the time, and he's the only one that has really common sense because he can see that deciding a young boy's life in 5 minutes is not correct, and like he wanted to bring up the case more and more, showing proof. You can see in the book that he showed up a knife that is exactly the same that killed his father, but they can buy in another place.
Yeah, he tried to defend like while the others like just accepted the fate of the boy,
Yeah.
just accepted the proofs.
Mhm.
No, he went. He searched for things.
Yeah.
He disproved some of the proofs against the boy.
Yeah, but this like have a lot of controversial opinions because some people think he was guilty and some people think he's not.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
No. What do you think about it?
I mean, I really don't know because there was a lot of proofs against him and like work. Yeah,
I have opinion about it.
yeah. So
No, I think the boy. I mean, I don't think that's the point of the book. I don't think the point of the book was
Yeah,
to say if
definitely.
the boy is guilty or not. The point of the book is like to show the ignorance between men,
tutors,
the
yeah.
tutors and everything.
and how there was just one.
Yeah, and how does this one man can like
Searching.
yeah
for-
no can transform an opinion, can like
Yeah.
have that type of effect in people, but that's not the point of the book. But I think presenting the proofs, I think the boy is guilty. I don't know. If I were on a juror, I would put like he's not guilty because it wasn't a good motive for him to kill the boy.
Yeah,
No.
definitely. I mean, he has a lot of backgrounds that I mean, I can imagine that he killed his father because of a lot of stuff. His father was really aggressive. I mean, it can be self-defense, but like people will not believe him because of self-defense because he was an aggressive boy. He came from the hood. People will not believe him. So I think he just faked it. When people asked him about the movie that he said he was saying,
No, you
watching-
forgot to watch.
yeah,
Yeah.
forgot. Probably he was just like he was nervous. I don't know. Just creating a
It wasn't a good reason for like to kill the boy because it was self defense most of the time. Like the
Yeah.
boy the
Because-
his father was like abusing him or his life, like beating him up.
Yeah, then-
He had a motive. He had a motive to kill his father, but it wasn't a good reason for to kill the boy. Like
yeah.
to end his life. It
It's
wasn't.
like that.
He's a young boy. He needed protection.
Yeah.
I think that's no. It wasn't a good reason to. No, I understand. I understand jury where it's coming from, but like the other guys who thought the boy was guilty just because of his background and all these things, like
yeah, and prejudice. Like Judah Tree coming up at him like just because of his son.
yeah, like doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
doesn't make any
Because-
sense.
How can you be so how
Ignorant.
no so ignorant, so has such prejudice against someone that you can just kill him? Like
Yeah, and
I
it's
don't
like,
care.
yeah,
I don't care about his case. I'm just going to say he's guilty and that's
I
it.
finished the shit up.
Yeah, like, how can you do something like this? But I think if I was in the trial, I would say he's not guilty because
Yeah, same.
he wasn't
Yeah,
deserving
I
to
think
die.
how can I like live my life killing like a boy?
Killing a boy.
It wasn't my hands. I could solve this. I could search for reasons, but
No. And
Yeah.
and he doesn't exactly have like reasons.
Yeah.
Because he's the only suspect against his father's life. Like normal people don't have a lot of people wanting to kill them. So if maybe there was another suspect to like killing his father, would
Yeah.
be it
a
was
lot better.
would be another story. But since he was the only one, I think maybe yeah, he's the one who killed his father. But there's any proof. The knife was